Halo semua, saat ini dari virus COVID-19 yang bernama virus OMICRON Varian. Virus ini tampaknya memang lebih berbahaya dibandingkan virus jenis sebelumnya, yaitu varian Delta. Namun, ini bukan akhir dari segalanya. Tetap patuhi protokol kesehatan dan tetap ikuti anjuran dari pemerintah untuk melaksanakan 5M. Terima kasih, tetap sehat.
大家好，最近新的病叫 Omicron， 这个的 Omicron 的是近看到比较危险，可是不但是最后声明出国，我们要听着政府的规则。谢谢大家，抱歉。
Boa-boa tusasude saluhutna. Sonarion nungaro varian baru nomor guar Omicron. Virus on pamberenganna terlebih bahaya dibandingkan dapat virus jenis Delta. Songonipe on daong gabe akhir dari segalanya. Terus mah dohoton protokol kesehatan, dohot peraturan sian pemerintah. Mau lihat tema, terus mah sehat kita saluhutna.
Selamat pagi Dunsan Asadonyo. Kini alah muncul varian baru yang bernama Omicron. Virus ko nampaknya memang lebih berbahaya dibandingkan virus Delta sebelumnya. Tapi tak perlu cameh. Iko indah akhir dari sagolonyo. Tetap patuh aja protokol kesehatan dan ikuti anjuran dari pemerintah. Terima kasih. Tetap sehat.
Today I'll talk about SARS-CoV-2 Omicron variant, but let me introduce myself first. I am Manaban. I come from Bioinformatics Research Group, Department of Chemistry, Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Sciences, Universitas Indonesia. Let's talk about the nomenclature of SARS-CoV-2 first. There is no universal approach to classifying virus diversity below the level of virus species. To date, 3 nomenclature systems use the name or track SARS-CoV-2. First is IS8, and next strain, and PANGO. PANGO stands for Phylogenetic Assignment of Named Global Outbreak. WHO recommends to use the Greek alphabet, such as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, etc., which will be easier and more practical to be discussed by non-scientific audiences. SARS-CoV-2 Omicron variant known as B11529 or GR484A or 21K. Now let's talk about differences between the VOI and VOC. WHO has working definition for VOI and VOC. VOI, or variants of interest, is a SARS-CoV-2 variant with genetic changes that are predicted or known to affect virus characteristics and has been identified as causing significant community transmission or multiple clusters in multiple countries. The virus characteristic that mean on the point 1 is such as transmissibility, disease severity, immune escape, diagnostic or therapeutic escape. This is the list of SARS-CoV-2 VOI. SARS-CoV-2 VOC is a SARS-CoV-2 variant that meets the definition of VOI and through comparative assessment has been shown at least one of these changes. First is increase in transmissibility, Second is increase in virulence. And third is decrease in effectiveness of public health and social measures of available diagnostics, vaccines, and therapeutics. And this is the list of SARS-CoV-2 VOC. And as we can see there is Omicron that occurred in multiple countries on November 2021. Omicron variants firstly detected in Bostwana on 11 November 2021. On 13 and 15 November 2021, 2 cases occurred in Hong Kong. As of 28 November 2021, about 121 cases occurred globally. Here we can see the current distribution of Omicron variant globally. And the South Africa has the most cases with total cases 99. Here we can see that the Omicron variant spreading rapidly in South Africa compared to other variants. Omicron even spread faster than Delta variant. As what we can see here, the Delta dominates about 90% of the sample after 100 days since the emergence. However, the Omicron variants dominates about 90% of the samples even before 1 month after emergence. Based on the previous analysis, there are 32 mutations on the spike protein and 18 mutations on the non-spike proteins. The delta symbol indicates amino acid deletion. Omicron variant doesn't appear to link to the delta one. Although the Omicron variant has so many mutations on its spike protein, it is still shows up on the current PCR test that indicates this virus can be tracked quickly. Multiple RBD and NTD mutations associated with resistance to neutralizing antibodies and the therapeutic monoclonal antibodies. Cluster of mutation that occurred in H655Y plus N679K plus P681H adjacent to S1 or S2 furin cleavage site associated with more efficient cell entry that could enhance transmissibility. Third is NS6 deletion at delta 105 to 107, similar to alpha, beta, gamma, and lambda, associated with evasion of innate immunity that could enhance transmissibility. R203K plus G204R mutations in nucleocapsid associated with increased infectivity. Dr. Jeffrey Barrett uploaded this graph on his Twitter account. The left-hand side is the location mutation that occurred, and the right-hand side is what we know about the changes. Red indicates mutations seen in previous VOC. Orange indicates mutations that are probably meaningful biological changes. Blue indicates mutations that have never been seen before that may mean something or nothing. Purple indicates new mutations that were not seen in previous VOC. Previous data suggests that mutations are a threat. Green indicates the 416G mutation that are already present in all variants currently. How fast is SARS-CoV-2 evolving? Mutation arise as a natural byproduct of viral replication. RNA viruses typically have higher mutation rates than DNA viruses. The virus mutates during replication in the human or host body. Mutations would change the way the virus interacts with its host, including the immune system. At the end of March 2020, D614G mutation on spike protein occurred. This mutation was detected in the UK and rapidly spread and replaced the other viral lineage that circulated at the time. This mutation increased viral transmissibility that is now present in all SARS-CoV-2 viruses. SARS-CoV-2 mutation rate is relatively slow compared to the other positive single-stranded RNA viruses. Slow mutation rate doesn't automatically respond to the evolution rate. SARS-CoV-2 is non-mutated once or twice a month on average. This is because the SARS-CoV-2 encoded non-structural protein that corrects some of the errors made during replication, known as the exonuclease. This is the summary of this presentation. First is OMICRON variant spreads rapidly. Second is OMICRON mutation includes substitutions, deletions, and insertions of amino acid. And last is by the occurrence of OMICRON, there are several bad news, but not doomsday. I think that's all for my presentation today. Thank you and stay safe.